Hey there guys, thank you for clicking on this video from the Lego Room. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different to normal. I've never tried this before, but I am attempting to build a large Lego Star Wars set, which is the UCS X-Wing set 10240, from using parts that I already owned and from some extra parts that I've ordered in from Bricklink. So I came across a technique from a YouTuber called Dr. Jake, who I'll talk a bit more about later, and I'll also put the video link to his technique video in the description for my video. But it's a way of getting hold of big sets and retired sets without having to pay the silly, stupid prices that sellers want on eBay. So I think that this one in particular, the UCS X-Wing, it came out a few years ago. I think it was probably about £170 when it was released. And nowadays, to buy it secondhand on eBay, it's 3 or 4 times that, which is silly. So I was really pleased to come across this new way of buying Lego. It doesn't work for every set, and I'll talk a bit more about that later. And I have had to make some compromises. However, I think I've got all the pieces I need to make the X-Wing up, which cost me roughly about £92, including postage. So these are the pieces that I already owned. So that's probably around about 20% of the set. That's my cat. My cat is not made of Lego, although one day I will make a Lego cat, maybe. These are the packages from Bricklink. I think there's 10 in total. Some sellers I just got a few bits, some sellers I got quite a lot from. I love seeing all the pieces in the bags like that, all nicely laid out. So I'm going to go ahead and build it. We'll do a really speed build, and then I'll talk about the compromises I made and a bit more on how you can use Bricklink to get yourself some cheap Lego sets. All right. Okay, we're all set for the speed build. I've laid the pieces out. Although I liked them being in the bags earlier, it took a long time to get them all out and into their colours. So I'm just going to do a flyby just so you can see the pieces that are involved in the set. Lots of greys, dark greys, lots of Star Warsy colours, and the tan up the top, and of course lots of white for the main body of the X-Wing. And the manual, just in case anyone doesn't know, every manual for every Lego set is available as a PDF on lego.com for free. So you can easily find the page on there, and you just put the set number in or description and you'll be able to find them and download them and use them to build things. Okay, alright, let's go with the build. And here we have the finished model. So that was a good speed build. It took quite a long time. Probably, I'm going to say that took maybe 5 hours, 6 hours to build. Did it over a number of days. My first thoughts are, it's much bigger than I realised this set was. I bought this for a MOC. I now know I need to build a bigger MOC, which isn't a bad thing. Just need to do a bit of replanning. But I'm really pleased with it because it just looks amazing. All the UCS sets are brilliant, but this one, being an X-Wing, probably the second best Star Wars vehicle behind the Millennium Falcon. It's a really good set. I'll just turn it around for you. So in fact, let me take it off the stand. Here we go. So there it is. Looking good. Lots of detail on the engines. The wings are huge, and you can twist this part here and it puts the wings down into flying formation or attack formation, so pretty good stuff. Let me just put it back on the stand. So I mentioned I made some compromises when I bought this set. The obvious one is no minifigures, so I don't need the minifigures, so I decided not to buy them. And the second big one is no stickers. When I was going through Bricklink looking at the prices for the individual parts, the stickers were £10, maybe even £11. So on the basis that this is for a mock, I decided I didn't need them, and that obviously kept the cost right down. Even if I did add the stickers and the minifigures on, I still could have got the whole thing for about £130, £140, which is still much cheaper than buying it secondhand or new on eBay or from any other type of shop. So using the Bricklink technique has saved me a lot of money, and it can save you a lot of money on some of the big sets. It works on this set because there are a lot of what I call common pieces. So when I was going through my parts, I found I had a lot of the pieces which I could take off the Bricklink order, so I didn't need to buy everything. I can tell you that this technique also works on the greengrocer, the modular greengrocer. I have a greengrocer which I built using parts from Bricklink, making a few substitutions along the way. So that's another reason to try this process out. As I mentioned in the description to my video, I'm going to link through to Dr. Jake's video called How to Get Cheap Lego or words to that effect, where he goes through the process using Bricklink of doing this technique, and he actually used this set as his example. So that was really helpful for me because it laid it out really nicely. And the reason I did this video in this way is I wanted just to let people know that this is available, and I'm hoping it might help some of you. So where you may have that big set, that retired set you've always wanted, but you thought you just can't get hold of, maybe you can using this Bricklink technique. It won't work for every set though. There are so many sets out there that have expensive pieces that you just can't substitute, or just a high volume of pieces that aren't common, so therefore they're always going to end up being quite expensive. But I would urge you to give it a go. One last tip. So with all the Bricklink I did, there was one problem, which is this. Somehow one of my Bricklink sellers has put in a non-Lego piece. I don't know if this is Mega Blocks or something horrific like that, but it's not Lego and it doesn't fit on the set. Luckily I had a spare one, so I used it. I'll take it up with the Bricklink seller. Right, this is burning in my hand. It's just, it feels wrong, it feels horrible, the colouring's off. I'm just gonna have to drop it, it's disgusting. So just when you're getting your Bricklink orders in, make sure you check everything with a fine-tooth comb before you complete the order. As I say, I'll let the Bricklink seller know that this happened, but I've got one, so I'm not going to pursue it too much. So there we go. Hope you find this video helpful. Hope you enjoyed watching the speed build. And as I mentioned, this is a big part of my mock, which I'm going to start next year. It's going to be massive. A large part of my videos and my channels will be devoted to my Star Wars mock. So hope you'll come along with me for the journey as I build it up. Hit that subscribe button and see you in the next video. Bye bye.